Title: Shifting Sands. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the deserted beach resort. I, Marcus, had chosen the off-season for my escape, seeking solace and serenity on the desolate shores. The waves whispered eerie lullabies as I wandered along the shoreline, the only living soul for miles. As I strolled, lost in contemplation, I noticed an odd shimmer in the air. The horizon wavered like a mirage, creating a rippling effect that danced with the fading light. Curiosity gripped me, and against my better judgment, I stepped towards the anomaly. With each step, the air thickened and the world around me blurred. A disorienting vertigo seized me, and when I regained my balance, everything had changed. The once serene beach was now bustling with life. Laughter and the distant hum of music filled the air. The beach resort, once abandoned, was now alive with people in colorful swimwear. Panic clenched my chest. I looked down at my hands, expecting them to be transparent, a sign of my descent into madness. But they were solid, tangible. I wasn't a ghost in this alternate reality. I was as real as the people around me. Unable to resist the urge to explore this eerie twist of fate, I mingled with the crowd. The sun overhead was brighter than before, casting a harsh glare on the pristine sand and turquoise waters. Families played, couples strolled, and vendors peddled their wares. The atmosphere was idyllic, yet a chilling undercurrent ran through it all. I approached a beachside cafe and ordered a drink, hoping it would ground me. The bartender flashed a toothy grin as he handed me a glass. "Enjoy the day, sir," he said with an unsettling cheerfulness. The sun, relentless in its intensity, scorched the sand. I sought refuge under a beach umbrella, watching the children build sandcastles with an unnatural precision. A feeling of wrongness hung in the air, and I couldn't shake the eerie sense that the laughter around me was a facade, a cover for something darker. As the day wore on, the disquiet in my gut intensified. I decided to confide in someone, to find a kindred spirit who could validate my experience. I approached a couple lounging on beach chairs, their eyes hidden behind oversized sunglasses. "Excuse me," I began tentatively, "have you noticed anything strange about today?" The woman looked up, her eyes cold and lifeless. "What do you mean, stranger?" I stumbled over my words, trying to explain the unexplainable. But the couple merely exchanged glances before dismissing me as if I were a nuisance. Desperation set in as I wandered through the resort, my attempts to connect with others met with confusion or outright hostility. It was as if the very fabric of this reality resisted acknowledgement of its own falseness. As the sun dipped lower in the sky, I found a secluded spot on the beach to collect my thoughts. The waves crashed rhythmically, a hypnotic sound that should have brought peace, but only intensified my unease. I closed my eyes, trying to center myself. When I opened them, I was back on the deserted beach, the shimmering horizon beckoning once again. My heart raced. The alternate reality had spat me back out, but something felt different. The resort was no longer empty. Shadows moved along the shoreline, obscured by the failing light. Fear gripped me as I realized I was not alone in this desolate place. I strained my eyes to see the figures emerging from the darkness. As they drew nearer, I saw their faces or the lack thereof. Featureless, shadowy entities glided towards me, their movements synchronized and unnatural. Panic surged as I stumbled backward, my feet sinking into the sand like quicksand. I tried to scream, but my voice caught in my throat. The entities surrounded me, their silent presence suffocating. One by one, they extended their featureless hands towards me, fingers stretching like tendrils. A blinding light enveloped everything, and I found myself back in the alternate reality. The resort pulsed with an ominous energy, the laughter now a distorted melody that sent shivers down my spine. I was trapped in a nightmarish loop, a prisoner of shifting realities. With each return to the deserted beach, the shadows drew closer. Fear and desperation consumed me as I grappled with the surreal nightmare. Time lost its meaning, days and nights blurred together in a never-ending cycle of horror. I wandered through the resort, a hollow shell of my former self. The once vibrant colors now appeared muted, the laughter a haunting echo in my ears. I became a ghost in this alternate reality, forever on the fringes, forever pursued by the faceless entities. Driven to the brink of madness, I sought refuge in the resort's abandoned buildings, hoping to find answers or escape this nightmare. Each door I opened revealed only empty rooms, their walls echoing with the distant sounds of the false reality outside. As I ventured deeper into the heart of the resort, the air grew heavier. The shadows pressed in on me, their silent whispers taunting and mocking. I stumbled upon a dilapidated structure, its windows shattered and doors hanging off their hinges. Inside, a flickering light revealed a room filled with old photographs and artifacts. The air was thick with the weight of forgotten memories. As I examined the pictures, a chilling realization washed over me. The faces in the photographs were the same featureless entities that haunted me. A voice echoed in the darkness, chilling and guttural. "You were never meant to escape," it hissed. The room trembled as the walls closed in, the photographs transforming into grotesque images of the shadowy entities. Panic surged as I tried to flee, but the door slammed shut, trapping me in the suffocating darkness. The voice taunted me, recounting the sins of a forgotten past, sins that bound me to this nightmarish purgatory. The shadows converged, merging into a formless mass that enveloped me. I screamed, the sound swallowed by the abyss. And then I was back on the deserted beach, the shimmering horizon teasing me once more. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the lifeless resort. I, Marcus, had chosen the off-season for my escape, seeking solace and serenity on the desolate shores. The waves whispered eerie lullabies as I wandered along the shoreline, the only living soul for miles.